Last week, a clip went viral of Hasan blackpilling on stream, talking about how much he hates liberals, how much he hates certain areas of the left purity testing so hard, and also how much he hates his life. In response, immediately, people pointed out that this emotional lashing out probably is due to all the recent bad press due to the whole Kaya shock collar situation, with others saying that Hasan is actually valid and that there's parts of the left that hold you to standards which you can never meet. Hasan also got upset at his own community for asking him to take accountability, saying that he's not going to be playing into insane hallucinations. Welcome to the internet versus Hasan's Blackpill. It starts when Yi tweets out this clip with the caption, "Hasan crashes out and blackpills on everything."
I can't stand any of you dumb fucks in this goddamn chat. Oh my fucking god, I hate the left. I hate liberalism. I hate everything that's going on every single fucking day of the goddamn week. I hate my life. I hate fucking streaming. I hate socialism. I hate every single fucking person who thinks that the peak of activism is just being the most annoying, holier than thou, the most ultimately woke leftist. You did it. You did it. You have unlocked the fucking nihilism within me, okay? I am blackpilled. Nothing will ever get better. We are never gonna make it out. We can't even have a normal fucking non-hostile goddamn conversation on any of these issues. Everybody just simply wants to fucking chirp into the wind because they have no power and they recognize their utter powerlessness in the face of unjustifiable constructs that we fucking exist under. And the best possible fucking thing you can do is just be goddamn annoying, okay? Oh God. Right when the reporter is asking you about optimism, I want to just shut it off, dude. I want to shut everything off. I just want to go away. If I wasn't so goddamn stubborn, I would have a long time ago. Oh my Lord, dude. I 100% think you should someday go on sub-only mode. What do you mean? The most annoying people are literally like the 40-month subscribers. The person that caused me to fucking spiral just now is Hidejo Offliner or whatever. And that is like a routine nuisance and an offliner in this community, okay? He is a consistent voice of nuisance, okay? What are you talking about? The people that actually brick me, the people that actually cause me to fucking spiral out of control are always the people that have been in this fucking community for years, who never shut the fuck up. I have banned him before. It's literally just, like, I'm not even singling him out. He's just one example. But this happens all the fucking time, bro. Anyway. One of the worst aspects of like this kind of gathering online is that I think people don't behave like this in the real world. That's unironically what I was talking about. That's why I have so much hope for the future of America when I'm out in the fucking streets, right? Because I see grandparents and I see kids and I see regular ass folk that see right from wrong and they say, fuck this. What do you mean? You're just like kidnapping my neighbors. Get the fuck out of here. And they protest. And that gives me confidence. And then when I go back to the internet and I get fucking yelled at by a bunch of screenager iPad babies who are 38 years old, who think that the most like radical socialist position is to constantly chirp in a fucking Twitch streamer's chat and hyper scrutinize everything and then like refuse to understand like broader points, okay? Refuse to be open-minded. Then I'm blackpilled again. It's virtually impossible not to be blackpilled if you're online all the fucking time. Everything that we do here is so bad. Is so fucking bad.
Sulionath replies, he's literally having a dog torture withdrawals. Tectone says, if he thinks he hates his life, just imagine Kaya. Infernal Blazing Phoenix replies with this picture of Asmongold. James Earl Cash says, bro is a multi-millionaire, amazing job, tons of fans, nice house, nice car, beautiful girlfriend, and he hates his life because his chatters are a little bit disturbed by the way he treats his dog. Could you imagine being so fragile? Matthias replies with this clip in the caption, Hasan right now when he can't electrocute his dog live.
Situation. Oh my God. I say over and over and over again, I hate being alive. I hate being alive. I hate breathing. I hate being alive. I'm in tremendous pain. I'm in tremendous pain. Help me, help me, help me. I'm in so much pain. I'm in so much pain. I'm in so much pain.
Grunt DZ says, Hasan, we can't even have a normal fucking non-hostile goddamn conversation on these issues. Also Hasan, yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers. Murder those motherfuckers in the street. Let the street soak in their fucking red capitalist blood. What a fucking moron. Step on the Queen says, always remember one account that mildly criticizes behavior toward Amber Heard. He harassed them on stream, and about 6 months after, they made a random comment about feeling sad, and he showed up in the replies saying them having mental health problems was what fueled him. Silverhand says, multi-millionaire whose job is to bitch and moan about nothing hates his life because he's not allowed to abuse his dog anymore. Enemy Charlie says, nah, this was warranted. Chronically online leftists that purity test to hell and back are maddening. The most stressful and obnoxious people on the planet, even when you're a leftist yourself. They make you never want to discuss politics again. And Kai says, I think Hasan is an architect in this. this, and that he has built a base of the most chronically online and insufferable people on the internet. His message is incredibly important, but the people who are able to watch 8-hour streams every day are those insufferable people. I don't believe it was his intended goal, but he doesn't seem to have the personality that would work with the types of people who develop parasocial internet relationships. Sort of fell directly into the worst possible conditions he could exist in. Most of his watchers are there for Hasan, not the politics. He's become an online figure rather than a political figure. I think he'd be far better suited to be an IRL politician. Can't imagine how annoying it must be to hate all of your viewer base. Everything Price Sufferer says, one bad PR cycle was all it took. One lousy week of no glossy magazine articles about what a dashing bad boy with a heart of gold he is. Justin Wing says, Hasan conservative arc gonna be crazy. An EVP replies, he'd last less than a day, let's be honest. If he gets pissed at leftists for purity testing, wait till conservatives are demanding he boycott his ends because a trans person was holding one. Bluesdank quote tweets Heat by saying, this is how I'm Alex used to talk every single time someone would call him out on something, by the way. Just an FYI for those of you who can't decide if this guy's a piece of shit yet or not. Oh my god, wait, it's exactly the same. He did it too. Attaching this clip.
I hate this job. I fucking really hate it. Man, fuck me. Fuck me. That's really fucking not on. Man, I plug in a new piece of... Fuck me. Seriously, I fucking can't be bothered. I'm going. I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. I really can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. I hate this. See ya. Bye. Bye.
Lacey's pin says he literally goes on to say that seeing people go out to protest and organizing gives him hope for the future. But I guess that doesn't matter because he spoke hyperbolically after getting annoyed by terminally online slacktivists. Oh no. Destinovos replies to Bluesdink by saying, the police use shock collars to train their canines. Are you going after them next? And Bluesdink says what? Find a tweet where I say the use of a shock collar is unacceptable. His use, if he used it in that clip, would be unacceptable as it's for a place command, plus the dog yelped, which, sorry to pop your bubble, but even the police canines do not yelp to their stimulus or shock. And Destinavo says, Lamafau, right. Rules for thee, but not for me. I get it. You're a hypocrite. And Bluesdank says, you genuinely couldn't comprehend my response, so you just spout this useless shite? Log off, bro. This is the worst reply I've seen all week. Hutch quote tweets it by saying, man turned himself into the Joker with his own idiotic behavior, and then he blames his own chat for the crash. The last week of content belongs in a museum. The gods have been kind to us. Kuchisake says, Zoran denouncing him during a debate broke him, and I really think that's neat. And Mutant replies, wait, did this actually happen? And Kuchisake replies with this clip.
Genocide. And I find the comments that Hasan made on 9/11 to be objectionable and reprehensible. And I also think that part of the reason why Democrats are in the situation that we are in, of being a permanent minority in this country, is we are looking only to speak to journalists and
Sargon of Akkad quote tweets it by saying, I've been saying for years now that Hasan is miserable and hates his life and everyone around him, but I always had to extrapolate it from his moods and behavior, and how he treats people. It's easier to prove when he just comes out and says it. Willie Mac Show quote tweets it by saying, Hasan realizing his supporters are the most annoying people. I've been saying it for years, lol. Lonerbox quote tweets the clip by saying, why is Bub talking like he's 16 and Stacy hasn't texted back for half an hour? Tectone quote tweets it by saying, I made this happen. And Milo Yiannopoulos replies, sincerely, thank you. I've watched closely at how attentively, precisely, and honestly you have held him to account. It's why you have been so effective. That disavowal, which is what really hurt him, would not have happened without your coverage of his cruelty to the dog. And Tectone says, we all did our parts. Appreciate you putting the spotlight on me. Grums says, Hasan is cracking. We're winning. Keep pushing. Raise Your Fist says, a dude went from being featured in the New York Times to this in under a month. Talk about a karmic slip and slide. Permaband quote tweets saying, I am so blackpilled. My life is a spiral of suffering that I have lost any semblance of optimism. Heroic socialist. Oh yeah. Living the lap of luxury in his $1 million home, driving a Porsche. With ultra-rich parents pampering him since birth that he never needs to worry about food, shelter, or luxuries. Add to that a streaming corporation that constantly gives him special treatment, paying him millions a year just to talk in front of a camera on any topic he likes, anytime he likes. What a torturous and agonizing toil of a life you have there, Hasan. Over on Livestreamfail, Sketchy Boy also posts the clip with the caption, Hasan is crashing out saying he would have gone away away if he wasn't so stubborn and that the most annoying people are his 40-month subscribers. And Cut That Out replies, 40-month subscribers. Holy shit, that sub calling him out the other day for not just owning up to his shit really got to him. And Put Your Lights Out says, you could see the cogs turning in that small little skull of his. He clicked on the user to give his usual yell and band song and dance, ready to go into autopilots that they are a far-right fascist. Then his eyes float up and he sees this person has been giving him money and regularly watching him for over 3 years. That shook him hard. To get called out by a follower that wasn't using baby gloves, not using soft speak with an obvious out in the message, just their full opinion. It was probably like full-blown World War II air raid sirens going off in Hasan's head. If someone isn't afraid of the banhammer and has been a follower for so long, how long until more and more people start to share that chatter's opinion in his chat? Lola the Dreamer says, so I also don't like Hasan, and you know how I handle that? By not watching or engaging with his content at all. Why do y'all keep watching him? It must be exhausting to hate someone but constantly be up to date in their every move in life. I would much rather let him fade into irrelevancy instead of giving him more views. And Spearsy says, that's the thing. The IQ around here isn't far above room temp. They don't see that this whole thing is just keeping his name out there. And all the personal attacks and unhinged behavior from LSF just makes it easier for him to deflect. They think because it worked on pirate software that it will work on Hasan, but that is obviously not true at this point. It's only supporting him. Ethan tweets out this clip with the caption, Hasan goes off on Ethan Klein, says he's washed.
I wish you got this angry at Ethan Klein. Why the fuck would I get this angry at Ethan Klein? Ethan Klein is irrelevant. Of course I'm going to get this angry at people who present themselves as leftists in my fucking community and use every waking moment being annoying. I expect better from long-term community members. Yeah, Ethan Klein is washed and irrelevant. Who gives a fuck about Ethan Klein? He has lit his own goddamn career on fire because he wanted to defend a genocide for 2 fucking years, and now is actively trying to change that image to the best of his ability by being like, I actually didn't spend the last 2 years defending genocide. Everyone was lying about it. Who gives a fuck what that lunatic has to say?
And Dr. Meme replies, he's had a million opportunities for over a year to provide even a shred of evidence that Ethan supports genocide and has yet to do so. He has nothing to stand on, yet he's still given the benefit of the doubt and bailed by Big Daddy Twitch at every turn. Risky posts on the LivestreamFail subreddit this clip with the caption, Hasan Piker gets asked by long-term sub to apologize for his mistakes.
Oh my god. I'm a Hasan head, but why is it so hard for you to apologize? That you did your pet wrong, brother, and you're going to do better in the future. It would help you and it would strengthen the trust and relationship with your reviewers if you apologize for your mistakes. No, that is a Hasan head. That's like legitimately a long-term community subscriber who seemingly hasn't seen me take accountability for not immediately going over to Kaya to check in on her. That is true. But I did take accountability for that. Now, if you want me to take accountability for being a dog abuser, well, then that's not accountability. That's just me agreeing to the insane hallucinations of seemingly that person as well as the rest of the people online.
And W replies, and his chat is endlessly hurling insults at them. Fucking cult, bro. And NoMap says, yeah, but Border Patrol shot a dog in Texas. You're obsessed. What am I supposed to be seeing in those clips? Nothing happened. This is clearly a contrived cyber-stalking effort. Can't believe you're still talking about that. He debunked this on stream. This is a manufactured hate campaign by Ethan or Destiny or Asmongold or Israel or all of them. Secure Jeweler says, what accountability has he taken? All he's done is make up more stories and lies. Anything but accountability from this man. Even this clip itself shows him not taking accountability. And Banana Thug says, actually, he took all the accountability. He's the most accountable person ever, in fact. People are saying they've never seen accountability like this in maybe all of history. Philip replies, he's too much of a lying, hypocritical narcissist to ever admit that he was wrong. And Big Keanu Chungus 420 says, I've never seen him admit to being wrong about anything. And Beta Sim says, did you see how pissed he was when Russia invaded Ukraine? Not because of the civilian casualties, but because he said it would never happen. Shout out to our tier 3 members, internet representatives Akiko, Salsad, Coldest Bandito, and Captain Crash Out. I think he has so much for the support, and I'll see you on the next episode.